Sportscenter on your St. Patrick's Day AM. The shenanigans just getting started. Randy Scott, Gary Streisky on Aftermath Monday. Fields are set. Productivity across the country bracing to be at an all-time low this week once the tournaments start.
Speaking of all-time low productivity, the Suns would like a word. They were visiting the Lakers yesterday. Not speaking about this man. He was plenty productive and prolific. Luka Doncic is back in the lineup. Lakers trying to snap a 4-game losing streak, still without LeBron James, who actually did get a workout in, though. Shams Charania here at ESPN reporting that. And here, first quarter, I can report that Luka Doncic gave Kevin Durant that work, created some space. Hey, Durant closed on him pretty well, and he's got the wingspan of a condor, but Luka stepped back, bottoms, one of 4 threes that he made, and he let KD know about it. And he also said, Luka did, speaking of the 4-game losing streak, said we knew we had to be better.
Whoa.
I mean, nobody's guarding him here. What had to be better was the Suns' defense.
At least KD's effort was good.
Lakers are up 14. Luka and KD mic'd up.
I've never been open so much in my life. You're not getting out in the playoffs, you know that.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Are we getting the Suns in the playoffs? They're fighting for the 10th speed. Right now, they're in the 11th spot in the Western Conference. Luka's going to drive, hit that off-balance jumper, working on his 7th straight 30-point game against the Suns. Tied for the longest streak against Phoenix all time. He finished with 33, 11, and 8 dimes. And the Lakers go on and get that win over Phoenix. And that's really a win that the Lakers had to have. And quite frankly, it was one that the Suns had to have as well. Our Anscape senior writer, David Dennis Jr. is with us this morning. And Luka leads LA to a win that was significant for them. But Phoenix missed a chance to gain ground on Dallas, David, for the West's final play-in spot. What's going on with this Suns team?
If the Phoenix Suns had more pride, they'd be ashamed with how they played yesterday, because yesterday they played like a team that had no shame and no pride. That defense was absolutely pathetic. Luka Doncic himself, as you just saw, said, I've never been that open in my life. There was absolutely no effort by this Phoenix Suns team. The big three, Beal, Booker, KD, were outscored by the devastating duo of Austin Reeves and Jackson Hayes yesterday. They were not, I get it, the Suns, they're not playing for anything. They're not even building for next year because KD is going to be gone. Bradley Beal may be gone, even though he's talking about how much he's enjoying the fact that he has a no-trade clause. He's still probably going to be out of there. And what is the result is a team that looks miserable. Watching them feels miserable. Talking about them right this morning feels miserable. This team cannot end this season fast enough. One of the more disappointing teams and seasons based on the talent that I have seen in the NBA.
If Phoenix was trailing by as many as 20 points in the first quarter. Hang tight, David. Gary, what do you got?
Yeah, to the flip side of that, you have the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have emerged as the team to beat in the West, taking on Yanni Vowels on the road in Milwaukee. It's a battle of your first and second leading scorers in the league, respectively. Giannis is going to get his 21 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, another triple-double for him. But SGA just cutting through the lane, left-hand finish. The Thunder end the half on a 7-0 run. They go into the break up by 8. And you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. You want a wild berry Pop-Tart looking at this court. Cason Wallace to Isaiah Hartenstein, who had a career-high 24 points. Also had 12 rebounds. His first career 2010 game, more SGA. 30 points for Shai Gilgeous in all 9 matchups versus top 5 teams in the East. What we're trying to say here is he shows up when it's time to play the big dogs. Meanwhile, Chet Holmgren, put back, got it. SGA, just poetry in motion, man. 31 points, 8 rebounds. Thunder go on to win after another offensive explosion, 121-105. But it's not the offense. David Dennis Jr. is back to talk about. Yes, it's another blowout win for Oklahoma City. But D, what are you seeing from OKC defensively that's standing out to you?
What a nice palate cleanse to go from that Suns team that's put no effort to an OKC Thunder team that plays defense like it is Game 7. It's like Game 7 in the middle of the season. Yesterday, when I talked about leading up to this game, I was expecting OKC to play this like a revenge game. They were embarrassed earlier in the season, the Emirates Cup final by Milwaukee, and the defensive effort that Milwaukee played and the way that they were able to shut OKC down. So OKC came and returned the favor, and they did it without Lou Dort out there as maybe the best perimeter defender in the league. They held the Milwaukee Bucks to less than 40% from twos. Do you know how hard that is to do with Giannis Antetokounmpo on the other side of the court? They played this game like they wanted to prove that they belong and that they are the best team defensively. They're leading the league in basically every defensive category. And last night was a showcase of the type of defense that anybody in the league is going to have to put up with if they want to contend with OKC come playoff time.
And because of that defense matched with the offense, the Thunder have won 10 of their last 11 games. David Dennis Jr. breaking it down this morning on SportsCenter. Alexander out west has the Oklahoma City Thunder rolling on the road, taking on Yanni Vowles and the Bucks. You're looking at the first and second leading scorer in the NBA, respectively. SGA, 33 a game. Giannis, 31 a game, just like that. Bucks, though, trail by 5 at that point. SGA, left-hand drive finish. The Thunder would end the half on a 7-0 run, so they went into the break up 8. Bad news for Milwaukee. SGA, third quarter. Cason Wallace to Isaiah Hartenstein, a career-high 24 points. He had 12 boards, his first career 2010 game. Thunder continued to roll up double digits. Milwaukee's alternative court makes me want a Wildberry Pop-Tart for some reason.
Yes.
Chet Holmgren crashing the glass. They got a 7-footer too.
He could use some Pop-Tart.
You'll never have metal legs. 16 points, 8 boards. SGA spin move, got it. The Thunder, 27 road wins this season. That's a franchise record. SGA at 31 points. Thunder win 121-105.
All right, I got Lakers, I got Suns. Luka Doncic loves playing Phoenix. Averages 29.8 points per. Second most against the Suns all time. Apparently some dude named Michael Jordan. Might have heard of him.
Yeah.
Here's Luka, though, repping the Jordan brand, just making Kevin Durant dance. And he's going to let him know about it. Like, we got to step back. Did it really happen if I don't chirp you just a little bit?
Does Katie like Wendy's?
Twitter would suggest a few years back. Lakers riding a season-long 4-game losing skid. Luka said, we knew we had to be better. What has to be better is the Suns' defense.
Little space.
This is what Herm Edwards would call a cat defense. Like, who's got that cat? Doncic, Durant mic'd up during their game.
I never been open so much in my life. You're not getting out in the playoffs, you know that.
Are we getting the Suns in the playoffs? They're fighting for the 10th seed, man. They're 11th right now. There's Austin Reeves, headband hero, kicking out to Luka, off balance J. Shoot it. Shoot the J. Whoa, we can't repeat that. Working on his 7th straight 30-point game against the Suns. Time for the longest streak against Phoenix all time. A little fadeaway jumper just because he could. 33 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 dimes. He was 13 of 14 from the line. 13 made free throws is a season high. All right, for my next trick. We're going to make a losing streak, or rather a winning streak, disappear. The Magic are taking on the Cavs. Cavs have won 16 straight coming in. This is a rematch of Donovan Mitchell. Monster slam. Remember, this series in the playoffs last year, first round series, went 7 games before Cleveland finally got rid of Orlando. Spida gets up. Man, a jumping spider is terrifying. You ever seen one of those, like in your basement?
I have. You see them, and then they're gone.
And then they're just gone. Rebound put back. Mitchell, 23 points. Cavs take a lead, 98-97. A few possessions later here in the fourth, Jared Allen on the slam. Allen goes for 20 and 12. There's no Evan Mobley, so Jared Allen essentially was the size. And there was very little three-point shooting, but Max Strus